morning. Are you all prepared to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 5498W, State of Texas versus Josue Carvajal. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
Efrain Torres Jr. for Mr. Carvajal.
And are you Mr. Carvajal?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney? And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Josue Carvajal who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5498W for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on June 7th, 2022 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. On the supplemental motion, Your Honor, violated conviction number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jose Carvajal, did that in there, failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of March 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Your Honor, will waive any kind of condition.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. And that is to grant the motion and revoke the individual from his probation to sentence him to 180 days in the Bexar County, in the state jail facility.
All right. Counsel, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Please.
So what has he done on probation?
Judge, I believe he's completed his IOP. I also believe he's paid about $1,000 towards his fees, Judge. The rest of it was not able to be complete, Judge. I believe Mr. Carvajal can explain it to you if you wish.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear?
And right out of the gate the judge drops a reality check. This isn't about food, it's about entitlement. When someone is facing jail time, preferences stop mattering. The court is already signaling you've lost leverage. Do you think tough language like this helps wake defendants up?
Affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Josue Carvajal Isaiah.
Why didn't you report in March?
I did not report in March because I was having, honesty, there's family, basically my grandfather was dying. He was gonna be no longer here, and I wasn't there with my father, and it was just too much for me. I couldn't come in.
Oh, did you pick up the phone and call probation and said, my grandfather is dying, I can't come in?
Yes, ma'am, I did. And
Wait a minute, do we have proof of this? Miss Abrams, he said he called probation and said he can't come in, his grandfather is dying.
Judge, I'd have to take a moment to review all of the photos.
All right, so you're saying you called them?
Did you call him or you left a voicemail?
I left a voicemail.
Oh, okay. So they should have a voicemail if you left it. And is there anything else you wish to say?
And as well, I became a father at a very young age, ma'am. I just wanted to get this out of there. I became a father at a very young age. I have children of 1, 2, and 3-year-olds. And they've been my main priority, and I know it as well. Probation had to be one of my main priorities, but I couldn't balance both out. So I felt deeply at completing my probation.
Okay, so you have a 1, 2, and 3-year-old. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, ma'am.
And how old are you?
20, ma'am.
All right, so why would you're 20 years old, you have a criminal case for unauthorized use of a vehicle. At some point in time, you continue to have children, even though you were on probation. Why are you doing this to your children?
Well, I have taken them onto my wing, and one of them is mine.
So there's a mother out there who wants you to take her 2 children under your wing, knowing that you have criminal history.
Yes, ma'am.
And then She has a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Are the 2-year-old and 3-year-old your biological children?
No, ma'am.
All right, so she has a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, and then she decides to choose you to have another child. So now you all have a 1, 2, and 3-year-old in the house. I don't understand why people are making these, what appears to be horrendous decisions. Children are a blessing, but children are expensive.
Yes.
And probation is looking to see if you actually called. Because this is not your first time before the court on a motion to revoke.
Correct, Judge.
And so I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to give you what you're asking for or going to give you something more.
There was a telephone call stated that he had COVID and he wanted to reschedule. That was on March 18th.
Judge, I believe that was a mixture of both. I think his grandfather was already ill and passing away, and he was also ill himself.
Yeah, he didn't say that. When I questioned him, he didn't tell me that.
This is a critical legal moment. By pleading true, the defendant is essentially admitting the probation violation. From here on, the judge has full discretion, including jail time. This is where most cases quietly flip from second chances to consequences.
If I'm wrong, let me know. But when I asked him what the issue was, he said his grandfather was passing.
Yes.
And he said he left a telephone message with probation saying that his grandfather was passing. That was what he told me what was going on in his life. Is there something that I did not hear?
No, I'm sorry, Judge, and you're correct. It's just that when we were having our conversations there, we did go over that, Judge, and he did mention that, Judge. I'm sure Josue is nervous, Judge. He understands the punishment that you can potentially give him. He's never been to the state jail facility. He's never even been to a prison. He's 20. I'm sure he's nervous, Judge. But nevertheless, he did tell you he did call. He was on the record, Judge, and that is accurate.
All right. So his previous criminal history,
Yes, Judge.
it's always dismiss, defendant convicted of other, dismiss, defendant convicted of other. And that's the harboring a runaway from
Correct.
County Court 8, dismiss, defendant convicted of other. Theft of a firearm, dismiss, defendant convicted of other. Another theft of a firearm, which I'm assuming occurred at the same time based upon the cause number, dismiss, defendant convicted of another. County Court 8, unlawfully carrying a weapon, defendant dismissed, defendant convicted of other.
Correct, Judge.
Possession case, dismiss, defendant convicted of other. Then he had the evading arrest or detention. He was sentenced, probation revoked. And then the possession of marijuana, dismissed, defendant convicted of other. So it doesn't appear that he's learning anything.
Well, Judge, I think all those cases, I think either they were all within an incident or within a time frame, Judge.
Yeah.
But since he's been placed on probation, Judge, which is about 2 years ago, he has not picked up any new number ones, Judge. He's had difficulty balancing probation, as you mentioned. He obviously took on other responsibilities that maybe he shouldn't have, but he hasn't picked up any new charges, Judge. He hasn't been out there causing problems to the community, maybe doing damage to himself by not obviously following the conditions that he was required to do. But nevertheless, Judge, he's not out there picking up new charges. As I had also represented him back then, told him, hey, you cannot be doing this. You're too young for this. You had also warned him as well when he first got on probation, Judge. So I know it's been a challenge for him, but he's eager to get this behind him, Judge, and take responsibility. And he is aware that you can punish him up to the max, which is 2 years, Judge. We hope that that's not the case. But nevertheless, Judge, what he's told you here today, like you mentioned, the phone call, it did occur. And I know it's not reflective of the type of person he is on the MTR that you have in front of you, Judge, but we're hoping that you would consider following the recommendation and allowing him just to try to move forward, Judge.
Did you obtain your GED?
No, ma'am, I'm actually trying to get it right now.
No. You've been on probation with the court for 2 years. Well, minus 3 days. Did you obtain your GED?
No, Your Honor.
Did you obtain a certificate from a trade school?
No, Your Honor.
Did you complete the MRT program?
No, Your Honor.
Harris, where credibility is tested, courts rely on documentation, not emotions. A voicemail might exist but might isn't proof. In probation cases, missing one report without solid evidence can undo everything. Would you believe this explanation if you were the judge?
So basically, you haven't done anything. You didn't really report all the time you were supposed to report. The drug testing levels haven't been the best. It's riddled with failures to submit positive. And then you would have 3 months of negative. Then you come back with dilute, fail to call, fail to submit, dilute. And then you'd have some negatives. Then again, it would be fail to call, fail to submit, fail to call. So this is where we are, and this is what I will do. You have a choice. Here are your choices. I'll send you to the state jail facility for 18 months, or either you can stay on probation and complete this probation, and you're going to be extended for 2 more years. And I will tell you, the only reason why I'm considering extending it for 2 years is because somebody has thought that you're a great catch. You now have a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, and 3-year-old that somebody decided that you would be the perfect father. So those are your choices. 18 months in the state jail facility, or either you're going to be extended for 2 years on this probation.
Okay.
Extend me, Your Honor.
All right, court is going to deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions. Extend for 2 years. There's going to be the UA hotline.
Your Honor, if I may I have the sweat patch again?
No. Here's the thing. You were looking at going to the state jail facility, potentially for 2 years. We can go off the record. I don't know what's happening with society, what we're in. There used to be a saying that beggars can't be choosers. Now everybody who's begging want to choose. If somebody is standing on the corner and they're trying to get money from you because, oh, I'm out of work or this is happening, and you want to give them $2. Well, that's not enough. If you want to offer somebody food, well, you know what? Thank you so much for the chicken, but I prefer steak and lobster. You were looking at going to the state jail facility because you've done horrible on probation, and now you're trying to tell me what you prefer. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we can go back on the record. It's going to be the UA hotline until further notice. You need to get employment. So is the mother of these 3 children working?
Yes, she's actually running the business that I have right now.
Running what business?
She's working with my father.
And what does your father do?
He sells tacos.
Sells tacos?
Yes, ma'am.
And who watches the children?
My mother.
People just out here having children and wanting their grandparents, the children's grandparents, to be mothers and fathers. They're not supposed to be doing that. Here's the thing. When you have a child, guess what? You're supposed to be figuring out what daycare is going to be, how much they're going to cost. It shouldn't be built in. Oh, my grandparents will watch the children. That's what y'all are supposed to be doing. Instead, y'all are playing house out here, just having a bunch of children. I can't even imagine taking care of a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old. The 1-year-old is in diapers. The 2-year-old is most likely in diapers. And since you all are not being good parents, the 3-year-old is probably in diapers, and nobody's talking to the children to educate them. They're just running around doing whatever. And then they end up going to preschool maybe, or going to school, and nobody has taught them anything. And they go to school and they want the teachers to be a parent to the children, which they're not supposed.
This is no longer just about probation, it's about responsibility. The judge zooms out and looks at life choices, not just legal ones. Multiple kids, unstable income, and a criminal record. Courts absolutely factor this into sentencing decisions, whether people like it or not.
Supposed to be. Newsflash, teachers are just supposed to be educating your children. They're not supposed to be at the school teaching them values. That's supposed to be your job. And neither you or the mother are doing any of that. Y'all are just laying around having a bunch of children and passing it on to the grandparents. And you're going to get a job, and it's not going to be selling tacos, because there are only so many tacos that you can sell in San Antonio. Everybody here has a taco stand. And unless you're bringing something unique with your tacos, nobody's going to try to find you or find your parents and say, let me get tacos from this person. You understand? And are you all living on government housing?
No, we are.
All right, that's a good thing. All right, so there's to be a hotline until further notice. You are either going to get your GED or you're going to get a certificate for some type of trade school. Welding is great. Being a plumber is great. So you can do any of those things. Go look it up. They have it at St. Philip's. They have it everywhere. Find you a lucrative trade, because guess what? If the 1, 2, and 3-year-old decide to go to college, prices when they get ready to go to college is going to be outrageous. You're looking at a mortgage. For that 1-year-old, it's probably going to be $200,000 to send them to college. And all of this thing where you're just going to undergrad, where you're just getting your BA, that is not even enough anymore. Just getting your master's is not enough anymore. You understand?
Yes, we are.
So GED or trade school. And we're going to restart intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And there's going to be 120 sober support meetings in 120 days. Parenting classes. And once he completes parenting classes, 100 hours of community service will be deemed satisfied. And once he obtains his GED or some sort of trade school certificate, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And the court is ordering 200 hours of community service restitution. So once you complete all of those things, then it will be deemed satisfied. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. And then thereafter at probation's discretion. And please tell probation to check on the children. Probation, is there anything else?
Already, that is $200.
Yes. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
God bless you.
Have a seat.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1271, State of Texas versus Renee Roman. If I'm going to have parties announced for the record for the state.
Casey Garrett, and your
Defense.
Raymond Bell for the defense.
And are you Mr. Roman?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Discovery Acknowledgement with your, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, on both, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Roman, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you, counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We so waive.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, you don't. Maybe repeat.
All right, did you understand in count 1, you're charged with the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did your attorney explain to you the court admonishments and review that with you in detail? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand that the range of punishment for unauthorized use of a vehicle is anywhere from 180 days in the state jail facility up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will...
This section is devastating. Drug test failures, skipped calls, missed programs, patterns matter. In court, judges don't sentence off one mistake, they sentence off repetition. This is where sympathy usually runs out.
Calling the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Court counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
based on my interactions. I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Roman, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. How do you pronounce your last name?
Roman.
Roman. See, that's what I was thinking because I was thinking about Judge Roman. All right. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, State is proceeding on count one. Punishment is to be assessed at 15 months in the state jail facility. There's a $1,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, sir.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I did file pretrial motions, Judge. However, they were not presented to the court for hearing.
Then to count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Be the same, no objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places, Mr. Roman? Again, did you understand you have a right to, and state you may continue to confer. Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just ask the court to follow the agreement with parties. My client understands that he had a definite lapse in judgment when he engaged in this activity. He recognizes it was inappropriate behavior, and he, wants to accept responsibility for that, so that way he can get back on track. He does have a family to support. He has a wife and a child. It's definitely been difficult on him being in jail. He understands he just needs to get this behind him. That way he can get back on the path to supporting his family.
Why do you keep stealing?
It's just bad decision, man.
Well, why do you keep making bad decisions of stealing?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just a history against this. Something that I just keep screwing up. That's it.
How old are your children?
9 and 6.
9 and 6. So do you think they're proud of you right now?
No, I don't.
So why do you keep doing things that are not making your children proud of you? That's the question. You've got to get to the root cause of that, because the way I see it, you're going to end up spending the rest of your life in somebody's prison. And you know what's going to end up happening? I don't know who the mother of your children is. I don't know what type of person she is. I will tell you, some of the women in my family, I won't say some, all. If you go to prison, they're not bringing children to visit you at the prison. And then, of course, the rest of the family is going to say, why do you keep having children with this person who keeps stealing? So you need to stop. Otherwise, you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison or in the Bexar County Jail or wherever it may be. And then you know what ends up happening? Children, the way they learn to speak is they listen to other people and they imitate what they're doing. So do you want your children stealing leaf blowers and then driving to the location to sell the leaf blowers back to the person that it was stolen from?
Right.
And then not only do you bring the complainants their leaf blowers to try to sell them back to him, but you arrive in a stolen vehicle. All right, court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 15 months in the state jail facility. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money will not run concurrent and give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You better make better decisions. Otherwise, you're going to be that person at the prison. And you know what? A new person's going to come in and they're going to say, how do things run around here? And somebody's going to say, oh, you need to ask the person we call the grandfather because they're the old person here. And they're going to say, who is that? Oh, that's Mr. Roman. And they're going to point to you. Don't be that person. All right. Good luck to you.
Well, thank you very much.
And hair race the moment of truth, jail or extended probation. This isn't mercy, it's leverage. The judge is betting that responsibility might be learned outside bars. Final question: is extending probation smarter than jailer just delaying the inevitable?